Hello all and welcome to episode 5 of The Late Booter. And it's been a few weeks since I've done one of these, and that's just because work has requested that I attend for quite a few Sundays in a row, but we're off and here we are doing another episode of The Late Booter. So what is The Late Booter in case you are new to it? Well, it's going to a boot sale, but instead of getting up at the crack of dawn like everybody else to try and get to those bargains first, to get to the good stuff first, I turn up quite a few hours late and see if I can still find something good, something I can add to the collection, something I might be able to trade into CEX to help me add to the collection, or something I might even be able to resell to also fund the collection. One rule though, must leave with something. Can't go there and leave empty-handed, so must leave with something, so you will definitely see a pickup. So we're about half an hour away now, and I'll be turning up probably around about 12:15, and that means it'll have been open for just over 3 hours. So here we go, episode 5 of The Late Booter. Let's get the walking boots on and get there.
Yeah, it is. It's like these. We've got 3 of these. I've said that one. That's made out of fruit paste.
All a pound now. There are lots of things at a pound.
Doing them for £2 for the set now. They're really nice, they're little owls. Para kay auntie no? Gusto mo ako meron na yun. Walang lalaki rin ang naman.
Excuse me.
Hello. £50 below. The whole box is down there. This one.
I don't know where it is. It's not there. Might be at home somewhere. So go for the small one.
Jak znajdą, to powiedz, jak znajdą.
think they're along that one.
Where did you find the flower? Oh, you know what? Right, I'm going to wander around again.
Okay, so done at the Booter, and I have to say that is the most I've seen at that Booter. Honestly, more stalls than ever. The whole place was full, but this really was a case of quantity over quality. Yeah, I know I'm going late. That's the whole idea of these things. But I've been late with less stalls and done a hell of a lot better and just seen a lot nicer stuff. But yes, still with a couple of bits, stuff that I left behind. I mean, a few times I'm poking around and seeing piles of games and they're in beat up piles of DVDs and they're just FIFAs and such. I saw a Connect Adventures, you might have seen that in the footage, and again that was next to a FIFA, which was next to a Skylanders game. And I found a nice little row of PS2 games there at the end, but the seller wanted £1 per game, wasn't budging. And there were a couple of nice titles there that I might have wanted to pick up and play, but I just thought this time that I would leave those behind. However, my rules are that I do have to leave with something. And right at the very beginning, you'll have seen me sort of pick up this Disney Infinity figure of Thor. And yes, I did indeed leave with that. That was because she only wanted 20p for it. I do have a Disney Infinity base at home, and even though the figure's a little bit beat up, it will work on that. So I've got more than just the two figures I had originally. I've got a third one. I've got Thor, and you'll see there's an Xbox 360 game behind that. That is because I was just about to leave. I was doing a little scour around, and then I noticed this green case poking out of a box that I hadn't noticed on my first time round. So I thought I'd see what it is, and lo and behold, it was John Woo Presents Stranglehold. And I thought to myself, well, yeah, that's in a box full of beat up DVDs. The case is cracked at the top, but I will take it out and have a look. So I opened it up. Excuse me while I just put it down. Opened it up, and to my surprise, I pulled the disc out. The disc was manual was nice, fresh and minty. So I thought, how much is that? Asked her. She went, oh, just give us 50p. So I gave her 50p. I've got loads of case replacements at home. Another one in the collection, even though it's not a great title. So I had a massive spend today of 70p. I suppose 50p if you want to include me going in. And I've left with a couple of bits, but yeah, it's really nothing special. But that's the joy of going to the boot sales late. Sometimes you do find something good. I did find an £8 sports title once, which people had left behind. And some days, yeah, you're just going to find absolute rubbish. And to be honest with you, I found rubbish when there were the most stalls there. So there we go. So when it puts stalls off, it clearly puts the buyers off as well. But there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is an episode of The Late Booter, which I'm still going to put up because it just shows that, you know, sometimes you go late and you get exactly what you expect, and that is not a lot. But as I say, I do like the challenge, and I still like the hunt, and I still like going. So it's still an enjoyable afternoon out for me, because it just goes after 12 by the time I get there. So I thank you very much for watching this episode to prove that it's not all bells and whistles. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, and as always, please do take care.